Happening, eh?
What's up, everybody? Yeah, Madonna had a little surprise when he got home today and everything. So I'm not going to say this. About 44 minutes ago, Dylan Madonna had a surprise when he got home. So let's go ahead and get into the video, shall we?
It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. I know you guys can probably already tell that it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely going to want to check this one out. It appears that the honeymoon phase for Zoran Mondani supporters is finally over. They actually gathered outside of his mansion the other night to protest after discovering his mother's connection to none other than Jeffrey Epstein, guys. And I'm excited to get into this one. So without further ado, let's hop straight into today's scoop.
When Zoran Mondani's mom's name shows up in the Epstein files, and the collective left, the progressives, the propagandists, and the liars in the media who have been using the Epstein files to try to destroy the Trump administration since he took office back in January, don't care, it's a pretty good indication that they never really cared about what's actually in the files or the victims. They just wanted something they could beat Trump up with. Wait a second, Patriot Dad, are you telling me that Zoran Mondani's mom's name is in the Epstein files? Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Zoran Mondani's mother is a film director by the name of Mira Nair. And yes, Mira Nair's name is showing up in the Epstein files. So I decided to take a screen recording of her route so you can actually see the document itself. And in this document, you'll see Peggy Siegel is emailing Jeffrey Epstein. And she says, I just left Ghislaine Maxwell's townhouse. After party for a film. Bill Clinton and Jeff Bezos and Gene Peruzzi and director Mira Nair are in attendance. This Mira Nair, Zoran Mondani's mother, held an after party for a movie that she directed at Ghislaine Maxwell's townhouse back in 2009. And I'll remind you, 2009 is not that long after Jeffrey Epstein accepted a plea deal for the things that he was doing to underage girls down in southern Florida, in which Ghislaine Maxwell was named as a conspirator in that case. So these people, Mira Nair, Bill Clinton, Jeff Bezos, and everyone else that was there for this after party, they knew that when they were hanging out with Ghislaine Maxwell, who, by the way, was one of the best friends and business partners and everything else of Jeffrey Epstein. Question for you. Why would Mira Nair be associated with that circle of people going all the way back to 2009? And another question for you. How is it possible that somebody who is hanging out with the Epstein orbit with Ghislaine Maxwell, her son ends up as the mayor of New York City?
All right, folks. So what do you know? This is a huge discovery. Just found a Zoran Mondani's mother buried deep inside the Epstein files, and it seems that the left is trying their best to ignore this whole situation until it blows over. But I'll tell you who's not ignoring it. It's TikTok. They're having an absolute field day with this new discovery.
I did not see this coming. The new Epstein drop reveals that New York City Mayor Zoran Mondani's mom not just attended one of Ghislaine Maxwell's parties, but she had one thrown in her honor. Mondani's mom, Mira Nair, is a filmmaker, and this was an after party at Ghislaine Maxwell's house to celebrate her movie Amelia. We know this from a 2009 email that was sent from publicist Peggy Siegel directly to Jeffrey Epstein. And this party was in 2009, months after Jeffrey Epstein pled guilty and was convicted for procuring a minor for prostitution and soliciting prostitution. So it's not like he was known in New York as just some successful businessman at this point. In the email, it revealed that Bill Clinton was at this party and Jeff Bezos before his glow up.
This news has the internet in shambles now, and it's not just TikTok who's letting Zoran Mondani have it. Now the supporters that actually voted for him are turning on him and gathered outside of his mansion to protest him just the other night.
That's right, we know about your mom. Now listen, we was with you, Zoran, we voted for you, Zoran, we advocated for you, Zoran, we advocated for you. You ain't getting up and get up in there and lie to us. You lied, Zoran, shame, Zoran.
Shame! Shame!
Your first lie was CCRB, Zoran.
Shame!
CCRB had the final say, Zoran.
all I gotta say about this one is if these New Yorkers are upset about this, wait until they find out that nothing is going to be free underneath.
Oh, now y'all upset because he lied to y'all. Fuckers, they were telling y'all he was going to be lying to y'all since day one. You listen to the Republicans for once, you wouldn't have that situation. Your streets have been clean, you wouldn't have no dead bodies on your hands. You have 14 dead bodies. You listen to the Republicans when they tell you he's going to fuck up everything. You look how he's acting. Hell, he's a fucking communist anyway. Okay, that's a fucking communist for you. Okay, you don't give a damn shit about America. But people warned y'all. But no, y'all wouldn't listen. Just like back in 2009, y'all voted for Obama because he was black. And look what happened. Everything was fucked up. The borders left open. Everything. Now y'all repeating the exact same motherfucking shit again with New York. Now you're upset. Oh, y'all lied to us. They lied. Of course the Democrats are gonna lie to y'all motherfuckers. As long as they get the goddamn votes, that's all they fucking matter. But y'all idiots in these Democratic states will vote for Democrats, not fucking understanding the truth about them. Let's get back to the video.
Zoran Mamdani, he lied to you all. And I want to flip over and direct you guys' attention to this old 2019 tweet that just resurfaced coming from Mayor Zoran Mamdani. He tweeted out saying Jeffrey Epstein may have escaped his day in court, but if the wealthy predators involved in this ring think that they just got away with it, they are wrong. Someone responded and said, like your mom. Oh my goodness, holy based. I think it's safe to say that this tweet has aged like milk. And that's not all that Zoran Mamdani is being protested for by New Yorkers. They're now coming out furious with his failure to conduct proper snow removal even a week after the first snowfall. This is bad.
Look at this Look at this This poor thing getting out until the spring. Look at this. Dirt a week after the snowstorm. Look at this dirty hole. Look at this. I don't know what this guy's gonna do. This guy, call your insurance company. Look at this dirt. Where's the mayor? Clean this up. They got garbage everywhere. Dirty snow. What do you do with this? Where's your shovel now, Mamdani? Look at this. You know how many people fall, break their ankles? Look at this. This is New York. Start spreading the news. And this is on the Upper East Side. 3 minutes from where the mayor lives. Look at this guy. Look at this. Look at this. This guy's never getting. Look at this. Look at this. It's the reality of New York City. 1 month. Where's the salt? Where's the shovels? Where's the plows? Bullshit, fake. Look at this. Look at this. This is great luck for New York. Look at it. This guy's never getting out. His car's destroyed.
I can completely understand why New Yorkers are so frustrated with Zoran Mamdani right now. We're talking about a week after snow has originally fallen, and this is what the streets look like. I mean, you're forced to almost walk in the streets because the sidewalks haven't been cleared. Not to mention all the piles of trash, larger than the cars, just piling up on the sidewalks because, the Waste Management Service, they can't get to the trash if the snow hasn't been plowed. This situation is getting out of hand. Meanwhile, Governor Hochul is using the Tim Walz strategy in order to fight against ICE.
You're not using our local police. I need them to protect the communities and not have this distrust. And this is what we're hearing, that people are not distinguishing between local police. And we try so hard here to have a positive relationship with our communities of trust. And I want my police going after the murderers, the rapists, the gun traffickers, being available for emergencies. And if they're off there being deputized by ICE under these agreements that just a few of our counties are doing, they're being distracted. And I do not want that. And I'm not going to be supporting that, and we're going to change the law in the state of New York.
I've got news for Governor Kathy Hochul. This is happening whether she likes it or not. And there's pretty much nothing that she can do about it. And we had Borzar Tom Homan delivering a very critical message to the sanctuary city and state officials who think that they're going to stop President Trump's mass deportation agenda. It's not going to happen.
The president wants to de-escalate the situation, and to set the record straight, because my staff said it's seen a lot of people that say President Trump's backing off on his promise of mass deportation. That's just untrue. My message up there was the same message that's been since January 20th, when President Trump took the Oval Office. We're going to have a mass deportation, but we're going to prioritize the arrest of criminals and public safety threats. I said from day one, if you're in the country legally, you're not off the table. I looked at the numbers just about 15 minutes ago, Sean. President Trump's been in office just over a year. We got over 700,000 deportations between the border between us. That's a record. I've been in D.C. about 15, 16 years. I've overseen more deportations than any other man since the Eisenhower administration. So if anybody thinks that Tom Homan and President Trump isn't serious about immigration enforcement and having a mass deportation, then they weren't paying attention to the press conference. Prioritization is smart law enforcement. But if you're in the country legally, you're not off the table, and we'll find you too and deport you too.
And I'll tell you guys what, President Donald Trump's administration is not one to be messed around with. Their message has remained the same all the way from the campaign trail into President Donald Trump's second term. They will be carrying out the largest mass deportation that our nation has ever seen. And there's pretty much nothing that these lefties can do about it. And I want to flip over to this last one, coming from President Donald Trump, as he also just delivered a very stern warning to those who believe that they're going to be obstructing federal law enforcement from carrying out their duties.
President, back to your post on ICE protests, what did you mean when you said people will suffer an equal or greater consequence?
If they do anything bad to our people, they will have to suffer. I'm sorry. If they start spitting in people's faces, punching our people, punching our soldiers, our patriots, they will get taken care of in at least an equal way. They're not going to do that. You see it, the way they treat our people. And I said, you're allowed, if somebody does that, you can do something back. You're not going to stand there and take it. If somebody spits in your face, that will not be a pleasant thing for the person that spits. We're not letting people spit in our soldiers' face as they stand at attention and they're not allowed to do anything. If they throw bricks at a car, at one of our vehicles, and our very expensive vehicles, they're going to be met with very, very serious.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Oh my goodness, this latest discovery is an absolute bombshell. Now we're finding out that New York City's newest mayor, Zohran Mamdani's mother, is somehow connected to Jeffrey Epstein after that latest release